When you don't feel like your child is safe at their school bus stop, something is broken.
Now at 6, a new lawsuit is trying to keep ICE agents out of places like schools, churches, and hospitals. Why the people behind the lawsuit say it's important to keep agents out of these sensitive spaces.
And a new study shows that some Oregon students are in school for up to a month longer than other kids. But all that extra time in class could actually be hurting teachers. We'll break down the findings coming up. Plus,
we are just hours away from another In-N-Out opening here in Washington, this time in Vancouver. And you can see the line is already starting to form. Some people getting out here as early as 5 a.m. We talked to a few of them. We'll let you know what they say coming up next. Sunrise.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us on your Thursday. I'm China Green.
and I'm Matthew Herchick. Glad to have you with us. Glad to be back.
Welcome back.
You missed me.
No, I wouldn't go that far.
You told me you did.
I needed help reading. I didn't say I missed you.
You said you were glad to have me back.
Okay.
I'll take what I can get, Ron and Chris.
She was crying in the newsroom yesterday, Matthew.
Crying.
Saying, Matthew, where are you? I heard her, Matthew. You're
That's
right.
dramatic.
Here's a look at our Salem sky camera for you. We have a nice day coming. The rain from the last 2 days over. Now we kick off a little run of dry weather. We have morning clouds up and down the coast and the valley, but we expect afternoon sunshine. So kind of a typical day for us. 47 is the number out in Salem. Of course, with the cloud cover, you can see it here from the Wells Fargo building. Temperatures never really fell off that much. In fact, 48 out of PDX. So pretty comfortable weather for you. To the bus stop we go. We'll say 45 on average out the door. Sun up at 6:11. Partly cloudy. We'll look for it at noon. 54, certainly sunny later today. Right about 60 as the kids are getting out of school. Here's Chris.
Rod, we've got a pair of traffic alerts to pass along. First off, I want to start off here in Southeast Portland. You're looking at Southeast Division near 104th. That's where this camera is. We'll zoom in real quick. We had a report of a rollover crash here about a half an hour ago. Now, I don't have any confirmation about this from Portland Police, but you can see what looks like a Portland Police cruiser out there, and they're directing traffic. This is westbound traffic off the street. So this section of Division right now closed near 103rd. We'll work to get more details on that and bring those to you just as soon as we have them. Meanwhile, a streetcar alert, Portland streetcar, because of a power outage near the Broadway Bridge. All east side service is disrupted. So if the streetcar is part of your morning commute, at least on the east side, you got to use TriMet Line 6. They are using shuttles to serve stops between the Pearl District and Northeast Portland. But after that, you got to use Line 6 until they get that power restored. We'll keep you posted, guys.
Thank you, Chris. Well, new this morning, a Salem man will spend 22 years in prison for sexually abusing multiple young victims. The Marion County District Attorney's Office says 25-year-old Eric Gordon pleaded guilty in 3 separate cases involving victims between the ages of 14 and 15. His charges include using a child in display of sexual explicit conduct, as well as sexual abuse and rape, among other charges. After serving his sentence, Gordon will be required to register as a sex offender. And a reminder, if you or someone you know is a survivor of sexual assault, help is available 24/7. You can call the National Sexual Assault Hotline. That number is there on your screen, 1-800-656-4673.
And a Eugene man could face life in prison after he pleaded guilty to sex trafficking a 17-year-old. The U.S. Attorney's Office in Oregon says 30-year-old Anthony Crawford and his wife started transporting the 17-year-old in Eugene and Springfield back in 2024. Court documents say they posted advertisements for the victim online and coordinated sex acts through phone and text messages. They also transported the victim to Seattle twice to engage in prostitution. Crawford's wife, Caitlin, has also been charged and is on pretrial release. And if you or someone you know are victims of human trafficking, call the national hotline at 1-888-373-7888. A local nonprofit is out thousands of dollars after someone stole a tractor from their farm in Gresham. The nonprofit Feed 'em Freedom Foundation is a Black-led regional food hub that focuses on food distribution and getting quality food into food pantries. Last Friday, they discovered their tractor and other farm equipment worth over $25,000 was stolen while they were out of town. The foundation has set up a GoFundMe to try and raise money so they can get back to helping the community.
Right now, we just really need that essential equipment to be able to get back at it. With serving 300 families, those families need access to food. And we're really in a tough spot. A lot of folks are right now, but it doesn't mean that you should take from us.
While Gresham police say they regularly see some heavy equipment theft, there's no evidence at this point to connect the theft to a larger trend.
Well, new research shows that not all schools are equal when it comes to how much time kids spend in class. It turns out that some Oregon students are in the school up to a month longer than others. And now there's a new tool for parents to see how their students' time in school stacks up against others in Oregon. Oregon already ranks 47th in the nation for the amount of time in class.
You can meet the Oregon requirement with 140 days on the calendar. And then we have other places that are offering closer to 170 days.
We have been put in a situation where time with students is a negotiating point. That is a non-negotiable.
And with teachers fighting to keep their jobs through budget cuts, state lawmaker April Dobson says funding to attack this problem is key. She adds Governor Tina Kotek's executive order to restore student instructional time is an important first step. Well, happening this morning, and In-N-Out is opening in the Portland metro area.
Very exciting stuff. The restaurant is going to be located up in Vancouver, marking the second location for the chain in Washington after an In-N-Out opened in Ridgefield last year. Sunrise reporter Thomas Schultz is at the new Vancouver In-N-Out. Thomas, all right, so we did see a few people are already there waiting well in advance.
Well in advance, guys, we got some big developments. The lot is now open and the line is now at the front door. In-N-Out workers are here on scene, and they told the first two people in line, that girl Hannah, who you'll hear from in just a second, that she will get a burger coin along with the man behind her. That's Woodrow. We talked to him as well. They're the first two here. He's even got his lawn chair. He's just ready to roll. He was here at 11 o'clock last night, so he's not messing around today, guys. So for anybody interested, this In-N-Out is located near Columbia Square on Southeast 3rd Way here in Vancouver. Plenty of people are expected to be here before it opens at 10:30. You can imagine a lot of people in Vancouver and down in Portland will be here today, getting some double doubles, some animal-style fries, some items off the secret menu. Back in August, the first In-N-Out in Washington opened up in Ridgefield. Wherever we see them open, of course, we do see really big lines, and as we mentioned, people already here. Here's what Hannah told us about why she decided to come on down.
I really want to be the first person in the store. I know there's like a drive-through line already, I think, but I want to be like the first person inside.
And guys, you gotta see it to believe it, but she is first in line here at the In-N-Out. Again, the store not opening for another 4.5 hours at 10:30. And I got a little In-N-Out story to tell you. We've got a photographer of ours who's a huge In-N-Out fan. I'm a novice, I'm from the East Coast, and he said, you know what, you gotta get something off the secret menu called the Flying Dutchman. Yeah. I tried it a few weeks ago. Guys, I love In-N-Out. That specific item wasn't incredibly impressed. If you know what it is, you know what I'm talking about. Guys?
Isn't it like a burger without buns?
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, it's a healthy version. Hey, do you guys know that there is a theme song to In-N-Out?
I did not.
Sing it, China.
Like a jingle?
Yeah. In-N-Out. In-N-Out.
Oh, wow.
That's what a hamburger's all about.
Wow.
You're welcome. 150 people just turned off their TV,
Don't
but
quit
it's
your day
fine.
job.
It's fine. What?
But the Flying Dutchman is basically give me a burger without a bun. Did I understand that correctly?
Yes.
Okay, all right. The animal style fries I have not tried yet. I need to do that, where they put a bunch of stuff on the fries. I understand it. Here's a look at our satellite picture. We're all dry today. I mean, there is a touch of moisture clipping eastern Washington, but that's it. Here locally, we do have a pretty good push of marine clouds, so it's solid low cloud cover showing up on our cameras from the coast through the valley and then banking up into the Cascades. Now, this is out in Wasco County from the Oregon Veterans Home camera in the Dalles. It's looking a little hazy, but I think you folks are going to start off with some sunshine. 46 is your temperature. Winds of really faded for you guys in just the last couple of hours after a breezy, windy day at times yesterday. Here are the clouds from the Chehalem tasting room out in Sherwood, looking out over the vineyard. We're in the mid-40s. Temperatures are pretty uniform across the area. Here they are. Winds are fairly light from the northwest this morning. 47 in Wilsonville, Dallas, Salem, McMinnville, Corvallis, Albany, Aurora, Almsville. Very popular number, 47. Our weather map today is the dry one. After morning clouds, we're looking for afternoon sunshine here on the west side, and generally a mostly sunny day out east as well. 50s in eastern Oregon, Madras and Bend, 63, 63, pretty identical to what we think the temperatures will be up and down the Willamette Valley today and up into southwest Washington, mainly 50s at the coast. So here we go with a run of nice weather, 63 today, afternoon sun coming, sunny 70 tomorrow, partly cloudy 66 on Saturday. Sunday could just be partly to mostly sunny and really pleasant. I'm leaning towards we could have a lot of cloud cover and at least the chance of a light shower at some point, but everything points to the fact that Sunday should be mainly dry. That sets up a nice weekend and a nice start into next week as well. Back to you.